Hello, beautiful minds. Today, I want to talk to you about the four attachment styles. Now, where does it start? It all starts in childhood. We develop it in childhood and we carry it with us through adulthood. Now, our relationship with our caregiver, the primary caregiver during our childhood, has a direct impact on our social, intimate, or work relationship. The behavior of our prime caregiver shapes our perceptions of our perception, sorry, of what relationships are supposed to be as a child. Now, we have three unhealthy attachment styles and one healthy attachment style, which is the secure attachment style. I'm going to talk about the behavior of the individuals in each attachment style and how did their caregiver act with them or behave with them for them to have developed those unhealthy attachment styles, and how individuals have secure attachment style. How do they behave, and how were their parents caregivers with them? Now, the anxious or preoccupied, usually these individuals, they struggle with communication, they have a very strong fear of abandonment, and that's why they're clinging, that's why they constantly need reassurance. And when they're triggered, they will tend to act out. So let's say, for example, they're in a social gathering or they're somewhere and their jealousy gets triggered. What they're going to do is that they will find another individual to make their partner jealous. They will act out in that way. Their nervous system is highly sensitive. Now, these individuals tend to have caregivers that were inconsistent. One moment they were there, another moment they were not there. One moment they were taking care of the basic needs of the child, another moment they were not there. And they usually, these caregivers or parents usually have an anxious attachment style as well. And as well, they do something which is emotional hunger, which is actually they will get close to the child to satisfy their own needs. The next one is the avoidant or dismissive. Now, their behavior, these individuals have difficulty expressing their emotions. They tend to withdraw from others and they can be very vulnerable in big crises. They're not willing to ask for help. And the reason why is that their caregivers usually were not very present. They were often left alone. So they had to do things by themselves. And they developed the core belief of, I need to do everything alone. I can't ask for help. Because when they needed to ask for help, the primary caregiver was not there. Their caregiver did not emotionally connect with them, and their feelings and needs and emotions were actually ignored as a child. The next one is the disorganized, fearful avoidant. So these individuals tend to have a combination of avoidant and anxious. They have a very strong fear of rejection, and that's why they have difficulty with intimacy, though they crave intimacy, but they have a lot of difficulties to create or to bond or to be intimate with other individuals. And they avoid strongly emotional attachment and they don't know how to regulate those emotions. And in relationships, they're highly anxious. Now, their caregivers usually neglected their emotions. Their boundaries were frequently violated and disrespected. The boundaries of the child were not taken into consideration and they were not respected by the caregivers. And their caregivers were usually verbally or physically abusive. Now, the healthy attachment style is actually the secure attachment style. And these individuals trust easily. They know how to ask for help. They self-regulate their own emotions. They have a healthy communication style. They're flexible within their behavior. They understand that they're not always the priority. They are a priority, but not always the main priority in their partner's lives or in the people or in the lives of the people around them. As well, these individuals understand that they don't need to always do everything with the other person, that they can do their own activities by themselves, enjoy themselves by themselves. And these individuals, usually their caregivers, were available physically. They were available and attentive to their emotional needs. They respected their boundaries, the emotional boundaries, the physical boundaries, and they were loving and caring parents. And that's how they developed the secure attachment style. So here you go. These are the four kinds of attachment style. Now, in next videos, I'm going to be talking or giving tips on how to heal the unhealthy attachment styles. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you soon.